Good morning. You're watching Fox and Friends First. I'm Jillian Mealy.
And I'm Rob Schmidt. Happy MLK Day. And thanks for starting your day with us. Right to our top story this morning. President Trump calling on Democrats to end the stalemate over Daca, saying he's ready to sign a bipartisan bill as long as he gets his border wall.
Griff Jenkins joins us live from Washington, D.C., where the clock is ticking towards a government shutdown. Is that right, Griff?
It is, Jillian and Rob. Good morning. And the president is firing back also at charges that he's racist in the wake of alleged expletives uttered in the Oval Office, telling reporters in Florida last night that he's the least racist person they've ever interviewed.
You see what various senators in the room said about my comment? No, I'm not a racist. I am the least racist person you have ever interviewed. That I can tell you.
This is a deadline for a Daca deal tied to the spending bill is fast approaching, and the president is blaming Democrats for failing to deliver, tweeting, quote, Daca is probably dead because the Democrats don't really want it. They just want to talk and take desperately needed money away from our military. One proposal put together by a self-appointed bipartisan group of 6 senators was rejected by the White House because it failed to address these 4 pillars of the president's goals: increasing border security, ending chain migration, eliminating visa lotteries, and fixing Daca. Now, as lawmakers continue to work to avoid that Friday shutdown, many are tying it and holding firm to tie in the Daca deal to Friday's must-pass spending legislation.
We will have this fight on Daca. It isn't a fight about an issue. It isn't a fight about legislation. It's a statement of our values as a country. It's a statement of values as our country.
We must not give up or give in. We must continue to press on and get a deal. I, for one, will not vote for government funding until we get a deal on Daca.
So here's the deal, guys. The Daca program, which provides legal status for children brought here illegally, does not run out actually until March. That's the termination date the administration set. And Secretary of Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen said yesterday that Daca should not be tied to the spending bill, rather part of a larger immigration deal if they can't get it done. And just one final wrinkle, in case that wasn't all enough, a court challenge to the administration's decision to terminate Daca is working its way through the legal system.
All right, busy week, and we got the budget and everything tied to this. We're going to see what happens. Griff, you'll be busy all week, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Another busy week.
That's right.
President Trump doubling down that he is not a racist, insisting he never made those comments. Even so, it didn't take the media very long to take aim.
Trump's racially charged remarks behind closed doors have critics calling him a racist. Supporters scrambling for explanation.
How do you educate a 71-year-old man in Donald Trump on the issue of race?
Anger and outrage after President Trump's racist remarks against immigrants from African nations and disparaging words for Haitians.
President Trump's vulgar closed-door comments about African countries and Haiti prompt charges of racism and make relations between Republicans and Democrats even worse.
Some lawmakers and members of the Trump administration who were actually in the meeting backing up the president, saying those words never came out of his mouth.
Are you saying the president did not use the word that has been so widely reported?
I'm telling you he did not use that word, George, and I'm telling you it's a gross misrepresentation. It's not the first time Senator Durbin has done it.
I don't recall him saying that exact phrase. I think he has been clear, and I would certainly say undoubtedly the president will continue to use strong language when it comes to this issue because he feels very passionate about it.
I didn't hear it, and I was sitting no further away from Donald Trump than Dick Durbin was, and I know what Dick Durbin has said about the president's repeated statements is incorrect.
So Senator
Durbin has misrepresented what happened in White House meetings before, and he was corrected by Obama administration officials live.
All right, former Utah Congressman and Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz had a first-hand look at immigration reform under the Obama administration. He says President Trump has already produced more results in his first year in office than Democrats did during the 8 years prior. His message to the Democrats now is to stop whining and to start working with Republicans.
President Trump has already taken it further than Barack Obama ever did. I was elected the same time as Barack Obama. I actually sat on Judiciary, and I was on the Immigration Subcommittee. When Zoe Lofgren, the Democrat from California, was in charge of that committee for 2 years, they had 2 meetings on immigration. One was to have a photo And the second one was to hear testimony from Stephen Colbert. That is the total. That is the total sum of everything that the Democrats, when they have all levers of power, did. And the fact that the president's actually talking about it, and the Democrats don't even want to show up and don't want to have this discussion, is just shameful. Because I do think there is common ground. I do think we can actually solve these problems. But the Democrats have got to be there and actually willing to work with the consequences of an election that gave all the levers of power down to the Republicans.